Hi friends, and welcome back to our virtual story time. I'm Miss Jamie, and today we're going to be reading a really fun book about a mouse who loves music. Music can come from all different places and sound all different ways. And today's story, we're going to learn about this little mouse and the kind of music that she discovers. So today's story is called Mouse Music, and it is written by Susan Overmere and illustrated by Miriam Barenschot. Isabel Mouse lives in an old walnut tree on the edge of the forest. Isabel can play a violin all day long. She loves to dream about beautiful sounds while playing her music. See her violin? Wow. Isabel has a sister and two little brothers. All of them make music. Andre, Isabel's youngest brother, plays violin as well. There he is. Her sister Lavinia plays the harp, and her brother Weeby plays piano. When the four mice make music together, the other animals in the forest are very quiet because they don't want to miss anything. See the other animals? They're watching and being so quiet. Isabel loves adventure. With her violin on her back, she walks into the forest every day, searching for sounds she doesn't even know yet. Today, she quickly hears something special. In a maple tree, an unknown bird sings one beautiful song after another. Isabel listens, grabs her violin, and plays along. My brothers and sisters should hear this, she thinks cheerfully. Isabel calls Lavinia, Wibby, and Andre. Listen, Isabel says, you've never heard anything like this before. She plays along with the bird's song again. The bird is singing even more beautifully now, and Isabel's playing gets even better. This sounds very different from our music, Lavinia says. Our music is much better, Wibby believes. This is just a bird singing, Andre mutters. Isabel sighs. Better luck next time, she thinks. She thinks the bird's music is beautiful. The next day, Isabel sets off again. She climbs over branches and leaves and walks along a forest path. After a while, she stops to get some rest and to dream. Suddenly, an ant comes walking along the path. Behind him, there comes another ant and another one. Dozens of ants walk past her with brisk steps. Step, 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 step. Step, 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 step. Isabel listens closely. Then she takes out her violin and plays along with the rhythm of the ants. My brothers and sisters should hear this, she thinks happily. Isabel calls Lavinia, Wibby, and Andre. Listen, she says, you've never heard anything like this before. Again, she plays along with the rhythm of the ants. The ants keep stepping, and Isabel plays until the last ant walks past. This sounds very different from our music, Lavinia says. Our music is much better, Wibby believes. These are just ants walking, Andre mutters. Isabel says nothing. Maybe next time, she thinks. A couple of days later, it rains. Isabel leaves her violin at home and heads to the forest. She stomps cheerfully through the puddles and whistles a song. All of a sudden, she hears strange music in the distance. She goes straight to the sound until she sees 4 strange mice. Isabel hides behind some flowers and listens. The 4 mice sing together, and one of them plays the guitar. My brother and sister should hear this, Isabel thinks excitedly. Isabel calls Lavinia, Wibby, and Andre. Listen, she whispers. You've never heard anything like this before. Surprised, Isabel's brothers and sister listen to the singing and guitar playing of the other mice. This sounds very different from our music, Lavinia says. Our music is much more fun, Wibby believes. This is nothing. Can you even call it music? Andre mutters. But the mice hear him and stop playing as they look around. Cautiously, the two groups approach each other. See, he has a guitar. The mouse with the guitar says, "Hello, I'm Maestro Mouse." He points at the other three. "And these are Mina, Mira, and Mila Mouse. We come from the city, but the people there leave so much plastic lying around on the streets that we become sick. We hope to find more luck here." "Ah, mice from the city," Lavinia says. "That's why your music sounds so weird." "Weird?" the city mice shout with one voice. "Very weird," Andre mutters, and then all the mice start screaming at the same time. Isabel can't bear it anymore. "Stop!" she screams. Everyone is silent now. Then Lavinia, Andre, and Wibby walk back into the forest with their noses turned up. "I'm sorry," Isabel says quietly. "I do like your music. May I keep on listening?" The city mice nod and start singing and playing again. Their voices flow quickly and merge. It sounds like the words are dancing. Isabel listens in awe. Then she gets an idea. She quickly trips home to get her violin. When she's back with her new friends, she tries to play along. Isabel lets the sounds from her violin merge with the voices and the guitar of the city mice. Soon, marvelous music can be heard throughout the forest. They're playing together. Lavinia, Wibby, and Andre hear the music as well. Is Isabel really playing along with those mice from the city? The three mice look at each other and listen attentively for a while. Attentively means they're listening really, really closely. They hear how the voices and the instruments fluently merge, as if they speak a new language. All of a sudden, the three mice understand how special this music is. "Shall we go back?" Andre mutters. "To apologize?" Wibby asks. Lavinia nods without saying anything. When they come up to Isabel and the city mice, it gets quiet. "Your music sounds different from our music," Lavinia says after a while. "But what you do is really great," Wibby quickly adds. "I think it's actually very beautiful," Andre sighs. "At last," Isabel cheers. "Other music is beautiful too, if you listen carefully." She happily looks at everyone. Then she continues playing with the city mice while her brothers and sisters listen. Listen very carefully. The end. Wasn't that a great story? What do you think Isabel was trying to teach them? She was trying to teach them that if they listened to other music that was different than theirs, then they could find beauty in it. And that's really important. Just because something is different than what you know or think doesn't mean that it's not okay. And things that are different from what you have seen or you know can actually be really beautiful too. Okay, we're going to sing a little song, and I have a little friend that's going to help us. Do you want to meet him? Here he is. This is my little mouse friend, and he's going to help us sing this song. Boing, boing, squeak. Boing, boing, squeak. A bouncing mouse is in my house. He's been there for a week. He came from out of nowhere and quickly settled in. I'm thankful that he came alone. I heard he has a twin. He bounces in the kitchen. He bounces in the den. He bounces in the living room. Look, there he goes again. That mouse just keeps on bouncing every minute of the day. He goes bounce, 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 but he does not bounce away. Thank you for coming to Storytime today, and I hope you had a great time. We'll see you next time. Bye.